x Hunter's back, baby! Let me move the mic over to a non-stupid position. Holy shit, I'm gonna... So if you follow this channel at all...
Dude.
What's up, Thurman?
Yeah, it's back.
Wow, oh my god. If you follow this channel at all, my shit is Hunter x Hunter. Like, my bread, butter, deity of choice, I'm kidding, is Hunter x Hunter. And it's just really hyped to see it back, and I just figured we'd do a quick little 15-minute thing, not only talking about how it's back, but our thoughts on maybe how long it'll be back, if he stays on, where the plot will go from here, etc. So,
10 chapters.
Yeah, of course, 10 chapters, obviously, but in my obvious, that's not even contentious at this point.
Bring us back to the old meme. 10 chapters, hiatus, repeat.
Absolutely.
Togashi.
Togashi! Hey, Thurman, Togashi works in mysterious ways. You can't hope to understand the higher plane of existence that is Togashi.
Illuminati type shit.
He knows the way. But in all reality, I will say that I've never really gotten the argument of being mad at him for that, because yes, it sucks, but I will say that, like, if you look at any Hunter x Hunter page, chapter, whatever, it's dense. It is thick with content. And that's thick with 2 C's, by the way. The amount of shit that you have in one chapter of Hunter x Hunter, to me, is like 5 chapters of like a Bleach type manga, 2 to 3 chapters of like a One Piece manga. So if you take that, let's say each Hunter x Hunter chapter is like 3 times the content of like a normal shonen chapter, you're getting 30 chapters of content a year if he's doing. And now, because he did 10 this year, because he's getting better, right? So for a while it's been 10 chapters a year. He's coming back quicker and quicker. So now we're gonna have 10 chapters, both, because last time it came back was January, Thurman, and it ran from January to I believe April, and now we're gonna have it run from assumedly September to, like, you know, maybe the end of the year. So that's 20 chapters this year. That he's getting, not only is that half of a normal series, but with his content, to me that's like a full year of Hunter x Hunter. That's right, I make stretches for my boy Hunter, or my boy Togashi. I don't care. I just love him. Okay, when you're that fucking good at writing, you get to be a bit I don't know. What do you think, Thurman?
I mean, to be honest, I'm just happy it's back. You know, he must have gotten motivation seeing going to Hisoka and
oh yeah.
So I feel like Namco, we have Namco to thank for this, because think about it, right? Namco is like, look, Togashi, if you want more than 2 Hunter characters game, you have to come back.
Yo,
like, right,
it was a bribery. It was a bribery.
Because last year they said the noodles brought him back.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna bring up the noodles, man. Dude, every time he comes back, there has to be something in it for him. See, he knows how to work. But he does seem to be trying to come back more and more. Now, I don't know if you saw the interview he did. Because this actually came out about a week ago, like the full translation. There was an interview with like a bunch of different authors, and it was in this like huge book of like a bunch of different authors doing an interview. And Togashi's actually talked about how what he's been doing these past couple years is like coming up with a number, like a set of chapters that he has to release. And if he doesn't release at least that many chapters, he doesn't feel like he's worthy to be a writer. So it's almost like he's made his own Nen restriction.
He is following his own mold.
He is. So he, like, the way it sounds like is that he gives himself a number, like, all right, I'm putting out 20 chapters this year no matter what. And if he doesn't do that, he quits writing. Like, he's pulling a Komugi right now. Like when Komugi was like, hey, I'm gonna kill myself if I ever lose Gungi. He's like, yo, have to have 20 chapters of Hunter x Hunter, I'm quitting writing. Like, that's crazy. This man.
Yeah, man. Hey.
So yeah, I mean, I'm excited as a huge Hunter x Hunter fan. I remember the last chapter before we went on hiatus back in April was nuts. Just to remind you, Thurman, it was the one where the whole ship went on martial law because, you know, basically they were like, hey, this ship's gonna go into utter chaos, you know. So they put the whole ship into martial law. They were like, hey, no one can go out after curfew. Everyone's gotta stay in their rooms. And there was this cool panel where, like, this shot where the military, like, on the ship, they found Illumi and Kalito just chilling at the deck of the ship, and they're like, you know, and so then Illumi and Kalito were kind of being escorted by some of the Zodiacs. So the Zodiacs and Illumi and Kalito are in the same fucking room. I'm just waiting for something to fucking blow up there. They're kind of escorting Illumi to his room where like they know Illumi's up to some shit, but they're like, we don't want to start anything because it's fucking Illumi. And then of course you have Kurapika. He is unaware that the Phantom Troop is on the boat, and in the very last chapter, Ministrum, the cow Zodiac, he was like, he found out that the Phantom Troop was on board thanks to Illumi. So he's having this dilemma like, fuck, do I tell Kurapika? Will it help or hurt Kurapika if I tell him that the Phantom Troop is on the ship right now? Because Kurapika is going through so much shit right now. So much. That, like, he's almost scared that if he were to tell that Kurapika that, like, just the pure level of, oh my god, there's so much to deal with, would drive him to go nuts. And we all know how Kurapika acts around the Phantom Troop. Sometimes not the smartest. So, where are your... oh, and then, of course, the very last thing that happened was the, one of the princes. Remember the one that discovered, like, she had, like, this, like, weird teleportation, like, crawl through this hole in the wall ability? She was playing around with her ability, and she actually ended up going down a couple levels to where the commoners live, and she got discovered by the Zodiacs. So Maelstrom was like, how did you get here? What the fuck? So now that the Zodiacs are gonna find out about the whole, like, oh shit, they all have powers thing, and it's about to go fucking nuts. It just seemed like shit was about to extra kick off right now. So what's your thoughts?
He was prepping himself for it. Yeah, man, it's actually a great time to come back. He kind of left us off in a
blue balls
in a situation to where we didn't really have anything going forward. But now that he's coming back, we're gonna have stuff go forward. Stuff is gonna start hitting the fan now. He's had a few months to think of ideas. And now he's getting ready to. We're going to see some good fights.
And I always keep coming back to the quote when he first started this arc. I'm talking like very beginning of this arc, back in like, I don't know, 2014 maybe. He was talking. I don't remember who it was, but it was an interview, and he was like, "In this arc, I want to experiment with absolute chaos." He wants it to be so... He wants to emit the feeling of chaos to the reader. Like, there's so much shit happening. There's a reason there's so much shit happening. He's trying to make us feel what Kurapika's feeling. Kurapika is currently, like, the most stressed he's fucking ever been in his life because he has to think about, okay, I got my brethren's eyes are the fourth prince has them, and everyone has a Nen power that I have no idea what it could possibly be. It could be literally fucking anything. And then there's these Nen beasts that have, like, their own will that can counteract or supersede the will of the actual people that they're attached to, and then I have to protect this fucking baby. Oh, and then, of course, like, there's so much shit going on. And can you imagine if he's told that the Phantom Troop, like, eventually he's gonna find out, oh, by the way, Phantom Troop are also here, and Hisoka. Oh, God, yes. It's gonna be beautiful. But yeah, I mean, that's mostly it. We just get hyped for Hunter x Hunter. It's insane. Go ahead, Thurman. Final thoughts here?
I'm just waiting for Hisoka to solo the Phantom Troop. That's all I care for.
Dude, he's not gonna solo. Well, here's the thing. I don't think he's gonna solo in the sense that you think. I think he's gonna. You ever play any of those Batman games where you just like swoop down, kill a motherfucker, and like hang him? Well, then you don't kill because it's Batman. But imagine like
you might want to use Assassin's Creed for that reference, my dude.
Yeah, but like in here's why I use Arkham Asylum or Arkham Knight or whatever the fuck, right? Because like in that game, you swoop around and you're in the dark and you're just like sneaking around and then you just snatch a motherfucker up, right? That's what I'm imagining is gonna happen. Hisoka's just gonna be like picking them off one by one, lowering their numbers, and then the Phantom Troop's gonna look around like, where did blankety blank go? They're just gonna they're gonna die without they're just gonna get picked off. I don't see Hisoka like, because the thing, the video I made a video on this where Hisoka, he's had a massive character shift where like he doesn't seem to be in it for the thrill of the fight anymore. It seems to be more about like he's legitimately pissed at them or he just wants to murder them. Like it's more of a bloodlust over a fight lust now. So I don't think he has any problem with just sneak shot killing them, because you saw how he killed Shalnark and Kurapika. They had no Nen, their Nen was gone, and he sneak attacked them. He killed fucking Kurapika while he was taking a shit. Like this is a new Hisoka. This is not a Hisoka that wants to like give his opponent every fair chance to have like the best shot in a fight. No, that's not what he's about anymore. He is out for blood, period. And I think that he's going to, I mean, some of them will probably be like legit multi-chapter really good fights, but I think he might kill a couple of them straight up with just some dirty ass tactics, like, you know, like some fucked up shit. I can really see that. Like I could see him fucking like poisoning them. I don't know what, like he could go nuts. I could see him like taking his bungee gum and like shoving it down their throat and making them like suffocate on it. Like it's crazy. He could go so many directions with it because Hunter x Hunter is practically a Sennin manga anyway.
Not wrong, dude. You are not wrong.
So yeah, we had to get this in. Fucking crazy shit. I think I want to end off this. I'm going to see if I can find it. One of my favorite pictures of all time. I don't know if I ever showed you this, Thurman. It's the little diagram of all the different Kurapikas, and I'm going to edit this up but so here it is, right? I'm going to send it to you. I need your thoughts on this because it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life, and I think it's the best way to end off this video. It's going through. Okay, so this is the Kurapikas through the whole series, right? So check your Facebook. I love this, right? So it's like Hunter exam arc. The boy who lived, combs hair every day, wants to talk to your manager. Zoldyak arc. He has friends now. The York new arc. Probably your manager. Doesn't care. Definitely killed a man and still looking fine. Succession war arc. Hasn't slept in days. Won't answer your phone call. One step away from homicide. There's a baby and high key dying. This man is high key dying right now.
This man is ready.
No, my favorite part of that whole thing is like low scratched out to high key dying because it is literal. Because remember, his power takes away his lifespan to be an emperor of time. So he actually is high key dying. Like, it's perfect. But with that, get fucking hyped. Hunter x Hunter's back. Peace.